Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Shannon Sharpe, I mentioned yesterday, he stepped down. Oh, no, he didn't step down. He got sat down. ESPN was like, thank you. We parted ways. Before he spoke out. He made a statement. Before I play the statement, I want to remind people that some of us are not mature enough to take good advice. I've said this to a bunch of people, and I think I've said it on these airwaves. When I started being obedient, and I'm saying this as somebody that I'm sure most of you would say, oh, she's not obedient. No, I'm very obedient. I do not disobey the laws that are presented to me. And good advice is one thing. There's a scripture that says plans fail for lack of counsel. With many advisors, they succeed. But it talks about wise counsel. It also talks about seeking wise counsel. I seek wise counsel. I don't really make a decision without, Drew calls him his board of directors. I don't make a decision in my life, not a major one, without having wise counsel. And I think that's super important. I'm not going to lean on my own understanding. I'm saying something today. Okay. This man sat across from a woman, Monique, who gave him some very good advice. And I don't think he took it. Let's remind people. Ms. Club Shay Shay, Monique, play it.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Dang. When they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'll be good to you. Her name is Elladora.
No, he wanted to get Becky. Wanted to go get Amy. Wanted to go get Jenny. $50 million lawsuit. Don't know what the settlement is. Somewhere in the $20 million range, more than he made playing an entire career. Football Hall of Fame career, getting his head busted in, probably knees hurt, hips hurt. Whole career didn't make as much as he's paying a 20-something-year-old who never has to work again in her life. So his brother, Sterling Sharpe, who I actually knew first because I used to cover sports, and Sterling was the more talented one, right? From what I remember. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame as well, Sterling Sharpe. I think he's being inducted on Monday. And so, well, you'll hear Shannon Sharpe tried to get ESPN to wait to fire him publicly because his brother is being inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. Two brothers. What an amazing family, the Sharpe family. Brother was he a wide receiver? Was his brother a wide receiver? I think he was a wide receiver. Yep, for the Green Bay Packers. Play the clip, Smith.
get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
You can never upstage Shannon Sharpe. You downstage yourself and your legacy. And it's unforced. It's an unforced error because you're not a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old where I guess we could leave room for the things people do in their 20s and 30s. You're a man pushing 60, making choices that apparently must not have been problematic for you when you were making these choices. And again, this is not an indictment on, I know I see a lot of Snow Bunny commentary in social media. This is not even about his proclivities for women outside of Blackness. Although there can be space to have that conversation, because I don't think those choices are made in a vacuum for him and people for whom that is a desire, right? I think I'm always asking this question, whether we're going to talk about Al Pacino, who just had a baby, maybe. I don't know if he got the DNA test, but yeah, just had a baby, with a woman who's like, she in her 20s, man. Al Pacino's like 80, push. It is curious to me. What does a 60-year-old man have in common with a 20-something-year-old outside of sex? Yes, sex is something, but what do y'all talk? You're paying this woman $20-something million. At that stage of your life, is the sex? Is that the important? I'm asking the question. I don't know. And, really, I'm going to mind my business and drink my water. But I think there's something more here, because for me, looking at this person who has had this career, a brother just pointed out, survivor of cancer as well, his career cut short because he had a neck injury. I mean, he's been through so much. Actually, his brother's career was stopped for neck injury. But you think about somebody who has reached the pinnacle as an athlete, but maybe not as a human being. Developed as an athlete, but not necessarily as a person. And I just am going to encourage everybody to work equally. If you're in the gym, don't forego your legs. Walking around here is the physical, the emotional equivalent of somebody that never worked on their legs. Got all of the biceps and the chest, and you got walking around with these skinny ass legs. That's your insides, your emotions. Deal with the whole body, please. Please do better, because this is you're not just undermining your brother's moment. You just cut short what could have been, and because we are people of short attention spans and also even shorter capacity to care about the right things collectively, not you and me, collectively. He's gonna be fine. Club Shay Shay's going to make him millions of dollars. He does that thing with Chad Johnson, who calls himself Ocho Cinco. And by the way, ESPN, because again, they're not, these hoes ain't loyal. They're looking to probably sign Ocho Cinco to sit in that seat to capture the same audience that Shannon captured, because it's all about the numbers for them. They don't care about you as a person. They could have waited until Monday. They made a choice to embarrass you and undermine your brother on purpose because they don't care about you.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will